Hey guys, I'm going to be doing I haven't done a Bill's budget terrain in a while, so I thought it'd be kind of fun to do a live budget build. I did do some pre-work ahead of this. This is just packing material. You can find this anywhere, especially, this time of season. So, and I've seen these used as dragon teeth and other cool things. I'm going to use it for a different purpose. This is a Gatorade bottle. It's got some really nice texture to it. Some really nice, just nice sculptured frame. That's the top that I just nipped off on the saw. I grabbed a bunch of stuff that's just laying around, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a live build for you guys. Show you what you can do with just stuff laying around your basement. So, without further ado, here we go. I'm going to just set it up on the saw. I'll be flipping you guys around at different locations so you can get a good view of what I'm doing here. Okay, cool. You can see what I'm doing. That's the main thing. Okay, first thing I want to do is I'm going to make, first of all, this is going to be a tower. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, and I've trimmed the bottom, somewhat trimmed the top. I left the sides kind of rough because I want extra material to glue there, okay? And I've got my glue gun set up. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to glue this together. And it's kind of neat because instead of a square, it's going to form kind of a pentagram. So it's a little more of an interesting, shape, not quite so standard geometrically speaking. And we're going to have an ugly edge here, and I'm going to show you how to fix that as well. But right now we're not going to worry about any ugly edges. What we want to do is we want to get the shape roughly correct. Okay? And then once we get it roughly correct, then comes the hard part. And that's holding that bad boy together. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just pin it. Pinning it simply means I'm going to put some hot glue here. Okay. I'm going to let it wait for a little bit. And like I said, we're going to have an ugly edge here. There is some pattern of a fabric here. Depending on your tastes and what you're willing to tolerate for your builds that may fly, that may not fly. I'm just letting you know in advance that's what you're going to find with this actual shape. Now I've got it on high, so it's going to take a little extra time to cure. I think I'm going to turn that down. I have a bad habit of sometimes leaving tools on. So now it won't start on the low end. I have to start it on the high end, and then I can back it down to the lower heat. But you're just gonna set this up. And like I said, when you're walking around the house, before you throw things out, if there's something that strikes you as unique, like I was doing with this going to the grocery store kind of mini series I've been doing for you guys. The same kind of thing. If you find something really interesting, and nothing ventured, nothing gained. Sometimes you want to try out new food. New food means new containers. New containers means, guess what? New terrain. So that's how sad I am. Okay, so got that bad boy glued on there. Now, as long as I've got it on there, I'm going to want to cover it. Now this is a handle to a paintbrush. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that bad boy across there when it's still hot. Okay? And that just covered up that really ugly glue seam. And what that's also given me is extra glue surface that's connecting these together. Okay? And I'm specifically leaving this out because I'm going to nip it off on the saw. The upper one, I may have to do a little nipping as well. But basically, the other nice thing about hot glue is that it has a certain amount of flex to it. And that flex is very important, especially in the raw build stage. Oh, I guess I didn't. I guess I'm cool. Okay. So, I don't know if this is holding. Appears to be holding. Okay. Now that right there by itself, if you put a little bit of a cap on it, it doesn't look terribly bad just as it is. You know what I'm saying? That's not a bad little structure right there. You can cut a hole, slide this down in there, boom, you got a nice little deck. But I'm gonna actually nip it. So this is, it's not perfect, you know, but the thing is it has so much geometry to it, I don't think people will notice it. I just grabbed one of my standard large bases, and it works beautifully for that. Stuff like this, you can offset it really nicely, and you can put another, you know, whatever point of interest off to the side there. Now if you look really close, yes, it does have a fabric look to it, but I think overall, once you put a paint job on it, I don't think anybody's going to notice, especially, you know, once you dry brush it up and stuff, it might pop a little bit, but usually detail that small tends to what's called eye blend, and that's where your physical eye does the work for you and blends the color together. So we got this build going on right here. Now we've got this structure here that we picked up. I like this and I want to show this off. So how I'm going to show this off is I'm going to make a four-part deck that's going to come out, and they're all going to come on like so, because I want to do, it's going to have two decks. It's going to have this deck, and it's going to have kind of an upper deck here, because I want to make, here's a cap to, oh, what is it, like lemonade containers, and look at the detail on that edge. It's got really nice detail, makes a really good radar dish, okay? And I just got a bunch of plastic toy parts. I go to rummage sales, they got a bag of plastic toys for a couple of bucks, boom, I pick it up. Every time I pick it up. I just can't help myself, because there's so much good stuff in there that you can use. Okay, now what I want to do here, like I said, is I want to show off this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to real quick make a larger semicircle. Here's just a can of whatever, and it doesn't really matter. What I want to do is I just want to make it look interesting, okay? One of the ways that you do that, and just trim around. That's actually more than I need. If you go with, you want it to represent a slice of the pie, because I'm going to cut this down into 4 heights. So I really only need a quarter of this. So I'm going to go here. Okay, so I know that this is, oh, that's interesting. Tighten you up. Alright, I know this is a quarter of my build right here, between these two lines, here and here. So what I'm going to do is, and I'm just going to quick and ugly eyeball this, okay? Normally I would, you want to go towards what you consider to be your central point. That'll make it more balanced. I'll consider that my central point, right there. And then I want to do some interesting things. So I'm going to break it down, come back, and then I'm going to give it a little pointy node as such. And boom, boom. Like I said, this is just quick, dirty. I want to inspire you guys for the holiday season to find some cool stuff around the house and have a good time with it. Okay, so here's just a real quick structure. So I'm going to switch you over to another location where you can see me on the saw. There's the saw. I'll move this light back a little bit. Okay, remember, be super duper careful. Now, to make sure I don't run out of material, because I want all four, I'm setting it for slightly less than a half an inch. Now, with this, I need to cut it out on my scroll saw. So, I'm going to be back literally in about 20 seconds. This doesn't take long at all. Using a 360-degree scroll saw blade, so I can cut in any direction and not have to turn the material around. Normally I'm really anal about getting angles correct and everything, but I've been having so much fun just doing build videos again that I want to kind of keep that fire going. Like I said, this is very quick, very dirty, and if you get an idea to do something, run with it. This wasn't even drawn on, I just did it. So, I real quick cut this shape out. Okay? Now, I'm going to hop on the bandsaw. Remember, keep your fingers away from the sharp bits. I'm going to double check, make sure it's a little bit on the lean side. Lower the blade so it's a little more accurate. Looks like I'm going to get 5. Oh! I'm going to get 6. Okay, so looks like I got extras. Oh no, okay, I got 5. Got 5. So here is my 5 bits, and this is the one that's got the ugly draw lines on. And don't worry about ugly draw lines. You can always reuse it, just flip it over. Because this has the exact same cut pattern as that does. Right? Right. So, alright, let's nip off that wood. Gonna get you guys air sick yet. So, pop this back. I'm gonna lay it flat. I gotta lift this saw blade protector up so I can actually get to it. So there we go. That's what it looks like on there. That's what that looks like there. Alright, let's keep going. This is a good time. I love doing this. This is probably what I miss the most about when I was unemployed. Okay, so I've got this cap here. I want to show it off. I don't want to cover up what I've got. Now I might actually want to go 3. Matter of fact, I think I am going to go 3. That'll make it a little more interesting. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. Or wait, is that going to make it too hard for my... The other thing that's nice is if you're working with something transparent, you can do stuff like this. You can go down, take a look at it, like so. You can center everything, get everything looking good, equal distance. Here, I'll show you how that looks. Let me get a downward view of this bad boy. Woo! I'm getting you guys sick, I know I am. Okay, see how I did that though? I went directly over it, I look straight down it, I make a couple of adjustments here and there. You just eyeball it. Kind of too hard to eyeball it through the camera. But I go through, I look at it, I eyeball it, I make whatever final adjustments I want to make, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark lines, okay? And this is on the underside, nobody's going to see this, so it really doesn't matter. And what that allows me to do is that allows me to apply my glue, okay? So once again, I'm not looking through the viewfinder, but those are my marks, okay? So now I'm going to go through, try not to move them like I did, and I'm going to apply my glue. Like I said, this is very quick, very dirty. I just got hit with some inspiration. Okay, appears it needs to come in just a little bit so it does hit my edging, and bang. So I press it down, and there you go. Now if I'm not sure that I hit it, and I am not sure, you might want to just apply a slight amount of connection glue all the way around. Okay? And if you got a piece of scrap, like I got a piece of scrap, and it's a little bit, oh, nope, ain't gonna do that. It looks a little bit too far out, oh well. I was gonna wipe it away, but if I can break this at an angle, I might still be able to do that. Okay, there you go. And it's just nice and quick. That's why these are called quick and dirty. Okay. Alright, so that one's a little bit off. That's okay. We're going to redo that one. Okay, so let's pull that back. I'm going to reapply my glue. Oh, I see. The bottom isn't flat. It's on a corner. Okay. See, that's the problem with quick and dirties. You don't get time to study your prey, so to speak. Okay, so that's kind of good, kind of good, kind of good. Okay. Alright. So, now I've got this interesting top. I got to show off my detail piece, and I got the interesting situation going on there. Alright, we're pushing 20 minutes. This is getting a little bit long. Okay. This is not going to look quite right, so I'm going to make some quick adjustments here. So yeah, this is kind of a long vid, guys. But like I said, it's just for fun. And that's my get ready for work sign, which means I'm really behind. But I'm going to just nip these off real quick. Okay, so now I've got my structure. I'm going to take that structure, I'm going to slap it down just like so. Okay. Now, what's some interesting shapes here? What do we got? It's kind of like an arm. That'll work. That's kind of like that. That'll work. And then anything that's like a base. Got anything that looks like a base? That looks kind of like a base. Okay, so I've got a base. What's going to be my arm for my radar dish. Ooh, that's kind of cool. And then that. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to nip. Actually, that would make a better base. Boom. Okay. No time for indecision, right? Let's go over here because I'm going to need the saw. Drop down the blade. I've got this. I'll just leave this on. Okay, I think I've got it now. Where's a half piece? Here's a half piece. Sorry guys, like I said, this is very, very quick and I'm going to be late to work. Okay, so I'm going to hot glue you down to that. Alright, and I need to cut this flat again. Boy, you guys are going to be so airsick when this is done. I'm going to be getting doctor bills. I had to go buy Dramamine because of you. Hot glue. I center it. I kind of like how those circles look. I'm keeping that. Makes it look more radar-y. Okay, so that's gluing. I got that. I've got that. Let's do a real quick side piece. Just to span that. Shape. Oh, smashed my toe. That's gonna hurt in the morning. Okay, so I just cut a real quick piece to span this. I check it, it's all good. That'll go on there like so. Boom, boom. Oh, we can even go this way, that'll look better. So we'll go like that. And then I'm gonna take that. And I'm going to hot glue that area like so. And I'm going to do that like that. I'm going to put that up like so. And you now have a very interesting looking tower radar station. It's kind of tall, so might have to turn your head to the side. But check it out. It's got really interesting looking radar dish. It's removable, right? You can do power source lighting, all sorts of stuff underneath that. You've got that deck. You've got like a power line coming up to it. You've got all sorts of nodes and whatnot. You can add piping to this. You can do all sorts of things with this. You can take this, you can separate that, right? You can separate that. Sorry guys, like I said, quick and live is not always really good. But there it is, real simple. I might do a little extra work on it, but there you go. There's your inspiration for the day. I'll try and do this as nice as I can. Like I said, not everything's squared up flat. I can get that happening too, but it's a really, simple, fast, fun thing you can do. So look around your house, try it out. Do a response video to this. I've been getting a lot of response videos of late. So this is running 27 minutes. So give yourself a half an hour and make something cool, raw, and send me the link and I'll post it with this. So there you go, guys. Hope you enjoy it. Love ya. Bye-bye.